It's not a money project. No, it's FBI thing. We have federal information, that's why it's not a money project. We have to do it.
All right, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Is do the invocation for us, please?
Yes. Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this glorious day that you gave to us, God, with the beautiful sun, the good weather coming back in, God. We ask that as leaders of Dalton Township, God, that you would just be instilled within each one of us, guiding us and helping us to make the right decisions and choices for this township, God. We just thank you and bless every person in this space, God, in Jesus' name.
All right, stand the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right, and if you could do a roll call for us.
Eugene,
Yes.
Noah,
Present?
Christie,
Here.
Lee.
Here.
Michael.
Here.
And Heather.
Here.
Here.
All right, and then if we can get a approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Nola, for support. Support by Lee. And any other things, any discussion for that? All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, moving on. We will do approval of past meeting minutes. And we do actually have two sets. We have the February 10, 2025 set, and then the March 3rd, 2025 set, which is just from that work session that we had for the budget. So
I'll make that motion to approve those two past meeting agendas.
okay, motion by Michael,
Or
support by Eugene. Anything else from the board? Anything? Okay. All right, and then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Very much, that passes. Okay, let's do treasurer's report.
You will see that interest rates have come down again. We stand with our combined CDs at 5%, but the Michigan class is down to 4.46. And our Consumers Credit Union investment 4. But overall, still doing good. And,
All right, and then we have pay bills. There's a report in there for that as well.
Make a motion to pay bills.
Motion by Nola, can I get a support?
I'll support.
Support by Amy. Any discussion from the board? All right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote.
Michael,
yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Christie. Yes. Heather,
Yes.
Eugene,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Amy, yes.
Perfect.
All right, and then we have, let me get it down here. Trying to share with you guys on the screen too, so you can see what's going on as we're going through it. Chief, if you could do the fire department report?
Submitted a report last month. A little slower, but not too bad. We finished up getting our stuff with the budget and went through the budget hearings as we talked about. And other than that, we're just waiting for the consideration of the finalized budget.
All right, thank you for that. We'll put that on file. And then if we could have Lee do the planning commission report?
Planning Commission met February 25th. I was actually absent. I had things going on at home. But I did post it online on the YouTube channel there of Dalton Township, so you can go back and watch it. I watched half of it. I didn't get through it all, so I have most of the information. I just have the general. First thing was for East McMillan Road, a special land use and site plan review for a special events venue, which is the, oh gosh, it's right by this, I can't remember the cemetery on the corner of Pillin and M120.
Okay.
Yep, so the guy with the horses right next door, they're looking to do a wedding venue, barn stuff. We were going over all the recommendations from the road commission and all the other information we needed for the building stuff. I didn't get as far as to know if we approved it or not. It was a 2-hour long meeting. I didn't get to that. And the other thing was at 5333 Holton Road, special land use and site plan review. This is the Muskegon County Road Commission building. They're looking to build another garage, have some office space in there as well, and increase parking. Just at the Twin location, they just want to expand and keep it more trucks and stuff there to be able to serve this area. And again, I didn't see if they approved or not. I imagine we did.
Steve, do you want to touch base on either one of those things?
Yes, so the special events venue was tabled for more information, particularly pertaining to stormwater runoff management, commercial driveways, and septic suitability. And the road commission facility was approved.
Thank you. We'll put that report on file. And then Steve, if you want to go over the planning and zoning staff report.
So in February, I approved one permit for an accessory building and approved an administrative site plan review for a takeout restaurant in an existing building. In regards to enforcement, Clay was out of the office much of February. We did work on 2 cases. On one, I met with the owner. We discussed compliance. He's on his third notice stage. I gave him a deadline of April 15th to have permits to move the structure so it complies.
Right, we can put that report on file, and then Justin, if you would like to do the building and grounds report.
At Beagle Sports Park, I kept it plowed to allow the playground installer to be able to get in. That worked out well. They came in, got the play set installed, and I'm currently working on getting the surrounding barrier prepped and ready for the park. Just working on that today, as well as working on getting the baseball fields in good condition for the practice coming up here. At Hadley Park, continued plowing, found out that they had done some training for ice rescue. So had to keep that plowed. And I'm going to continue doing that next year too. At the Equestrian Park, same thing, kept that plowed. Still had an issue with the neighbor next door to it. Some horses were walking through his property, but we're working on taking care of that. He's pretty understanding, being that he just bought that property. Bike path, kept that plowed, and it was getting used, so that was good. As well as transfer station, kept that plowed, Twin Lake Cemetery as well. We're at the Township Hall, and plowing. It had been lighting out a trailer for a little bit with the electrical issue. Finally got that taken care of, so pretty happy about that. Also was able to get the porta-john prices down for this upcoming season, so that's all good news. As well as they had gotten the roads in the Township Hall steam cleaned last week and got a couple of street signs updated.
Thank you, we can put that on file.
Both,
I know. Funny. All right, and then we do have our first public comment. If anybody has public comment, come on up.
Jim Sear, Muskegon County Commissioner for District 1, which is the Great White North, and includes you guys. So, just have a couple items I want to share today. At the county, we have completed the Visit Muskegon County Visitors Guide. One of the lots, it's a beautiful thing. It has, one of the things in particular I really like about it is that we have a map on the inside. It's got the location of all kinds of different like libraries and inns and the whole 9 yards. It's a very good map. So your tax dollars at work. So make sure you get a copy if you want. I'm gonna leave a few of these with you, but there's plenty of them available, so. The other item I wanted to share quickly is I'm on many liaison committees, and one of them is the West Michigan Works. I'm the governing board of West Michigan Works, and West Michigan Works has a weekly hot jobs list that they post. And the one in particular for Muskegon County this week, it's a weekly thing, has 77 jobs available on it, okay?
Where do you go to find that?
Okay, hang on, I'll get there, hang on. And it has anything from, food service, or we've got, I think Walmart's got half a dozen or 10 different jobs available, all the way to like Cytiva, which is a new company coming into town, and they're building that in North Muskegon there. Howmet Aerospace, they have several jobs in here. So it's really a great piece of literature if you're looking for a job. Now, if you're looking for a job and you don't have this list, on the bottom of this, there's a number to call. And what they will do is West Michigan Works will have a conversation with you. You tell them what you need, what you want. You go through a process. They help you with items maybe you're struggling with. If somebody, can't read, I mean, I think they even help with that kind of thing. So they really work hard at making people employable for the different businesses around, not just Muskegon County. If you look on the site, I mean, I think there's 5 or 6 different counties that this thing covers. So it's very, very helpful. So I'm going to leave you a copy of this. You can do.
Could you
with
give
it
us
what
the
you-
phone number?
Yes, I can.
Is it a website as well?
There is a website, yeah, 231-724-6381.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what the site, just look up West Michigan Works Muskegon, and you'll find the website. There's that, there's those.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. I'm gonna take my leave because I got another meeting at 6:30. Looks like I'll be there on time.
Thank you.
Some of the.
Yeah.
All right, do we have any other public comment?
Okay, let's see it. You don't know.
Hi, Christina Ackerhoff with Senator John Bumstead's office. Just came in, not sure if you're aware of some of the things that have happened in Lansing lately with the sick leave that happened. Okay, and you know the stipulations that if you have 10 or less employees, then you've got off until October before you can fulfill it. But now if you're working, even part-time people are eligible. You've got part-time people for sick pay. If you work at least 30 hours a week, you're allowed an hour. You can build up an hour each time, which I think is a good thing for people to get sick leave. I personally feel that's a wonderful thing. And then the other nice thing that happened was that they did move back on the tipping for the wait staff, because they were thinking about removing that completely, and just having the owners of the restaurants pay just a salary for the wait staff and eliminate tipping. And it was crazy in Lansing over that. You feel for a lot of the smaller restaurants that probably go out of business, but they couldn't afford to pay their staff, and a lot of, single moms working to make ends meet, you rely on those tips, or college kids working in the summer to make tips for school. So I'm glad they tapered off on that for the time being. So that's a good thing. Another thing, it's budget time. So with the governor is proposing different things, but one thing the governor is proposing is to have $10,000 per pupil across the board in the state for education. This is all things that she's introducing, and that they're all into discussion right now. That's one. Then I think she's looking at.
She took $670 million away from the teachers out of their pension.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she's paying for it.
They're still gonna fix the roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, sorry.
And then adding more fees to vaping and hunting licenses and those kind of fees, that and fishing, trying to increase funding that. So it's going to be a lot of discussion. Nothing's really done yet, but those are the things that that's what's going on in Lansing. But then every department, this is the time when the DNR, the DEQ, all the different departments come in with their budget, similar to how when you work here and you're looking to plan your budget. And you figure at the state level, it's Department of Health, there's a lot of, and some are bumps, it is on appropriations, which is huge. So he's right in the thick of it when they're discussing things. So, and another note, if any of you have any questions or needs, please reach out to us in Lansing. If you need help with anything, any grants, anything comes up. We've got great staff that really helps where they can, and we've helped a lot of people through the years, so, and constituents as well.
I call. I do.
Benzie saying.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate
I
it.
don't want to keep your meeting
Nope,
going.
nope, you're great.
Because I gotta run to another meeting as well. I mean, it's like, they have them, the second Monday. of the
Back to
month.
back, yeah.
Yeah, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any other public comment? All right, then we're gonna go ahead and move on. We have decision items. I will let Chief talk about the next one. It's a resolution for a agreement that he will know more about. So I will let him discuss that.
This is just an addendum from one from 2016. We just had to change some verbiage, so we just needed a copy for the state.
Perfect. Exactly what he said.
Other than that, if you're going to talk about it, it means no sense to you.
Okay,
It means I can call for help.
okay. You can call for help and we've changed some of the verbiage since 2016. So
Correct.
we just need to,
It has to do with
Yes,
compensation, but it's not an issue with the compensation for special operations.
okay,
So it's a big deal.
we want them to continue to operate. So let's do that.
We'll make a motion to accept resolution for approval of Dalton Township Fire Department to participate in the Muskegon County Mutual Aid Box Alarm System Division.
Motion by Christie. Support. Support by Nola. And then any other discussion from the board? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote.
Noah,
Yes.
Amy, yes. Eugene,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes.
Christie,
Yes.
Lee, Michael.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'll be long lengthy agreement, so let's get out of that. All right, so the next thing that we have is for a ordinance amendment. Steve, did you want to discuss any of what that is about?
This is just an amendment to the existing PUD at 2695 Hine. They are just requesting for 1-foot decreases in side yard setbacks from it's Hine Road and from Whitehall as well. Planning Commission's recommended approval, and after this, they'll be putting together a final site plan and amending their condominium.
Okay. So because this is a ordinance amendment, we do need to do a public hearing. So I'm gonna open the public hearing. Is there any public that would like to discuss this? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing. And then now that that is closed, we can take a vote. Well, first we better get a motion. So can I get a motion to,
Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-01 to amend the township zoning ordinance.
motion by Nola,
I support.
support by Amy. Any other discussion from the board? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote.
Michael,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Christie,
Yes.
Eugene, Heather,
Yes.
Amy, yes. Noah,
Yes.
All right, that passes. And then we are going to move down to some discussion items. So there's the whole picture. So discussion items, I just wanted to bring up the land sale because we had talked about that in the last meeting. So land sale, 2025-02 is what we called it, but we were waiting still for the, what's it called, the title search to come back, and that did come back like yesterday. So we needed to wait to have that before we could post it in the paper. And then because we couldn't post it in the paper, we couldn't like obviously do any of the bids or anything yet. So that's gonna go in the paper and be in next month's meeting. there's just a gap. So I wanted to make sure that people knew why there was a gap. We are gonna have the annual meeting. I just wanted to make mention of that. That is gonna be March 22nd at 1 p.m. That is gonna be for the approval of the budget. And then the last thing that I had to talk about was Chief had reached out after our discussion, and the central dispatch got back a hold of me. The cost was a little bit more than I had initially anticipated, and with potentially wanting to redo our website, which I don't know if any of you, I'm sure most of you have looked at our website, and it is very hard to navigate. So we've talked about potentially having that put in the budget so that we could get that revised, because it's just not user friendly. But I would need to increase that, so I just wanted it's not a decision item, so we're not making a decision, but some discussion. If you guys were okay with bumping that up before I surprised you in the next meeting and had that in there. I didn't want to do that, so.
I would be okay with it, because I've gone to that website and I struggle with the computer in the first place, so make it easy.
And I would rather have too much in there and actually not use it than come back and say, hey, I need to get more and whatever it may be. And, we'll have to tackle things as they come, but I just want to make sure that you guys were on the same page as me before I put it in there.
I've had phone calls, numerous phone calls actually, with people just navigating with them over the telephone
Yeah,
through our website.
yeah.
I've tried to.
It's better than it was, but it's still not great, so.
Mhm.
All right, do you guys have any other things that we need to have on there, or anything in regards to any of those items?
I mean, this is just that thing that the chief talked about, that behind the fob thing or whatever.
Yeah, because we have to do more, like we're gonna go to like a 2 authenticator, because we do central dispatches, our like IT hub, I guess is what you would call it, and they are making us do more authentication to get into the computers, and it's not an option. We have to do it. And so that's gonna cost a little bit more money, and so it's more security, which is good, but at the same time, now we have to factor that into the budget too, so. And it's one time this year, but then the cost every month does go up a little bit, so. But anybody got anything else? All right, then I guess we go to the next public comment. Do we have any public comment? I feel like we should just call this Rachel's time and the library report.
Just got a couple of handouts here. Anybody wants to take them? This Wednesday night, the Muskegon Conservation District is coming to the library and doing a free program. It's called Save Michigan Hemlocks, dealing with some issues. People want to know about self-treatment. One of them is going to come up free and talk, and anybody's welcome. I'm bringing cookies and coffee and water, so, you're welcome to come and get those.
What time is that?
Yep, that's one new thing.
What time?
Our new spring newsletter's out with all our fun programs, including the tree program. So check that out. We are gonna have a lot of fun stuff in spring break, so people with kids that are going out of town, stop in. And one of the things we're gonna do on April 7th is we're going to have someone come out, a local historian, talk about Michigan and the Civil War, and specifically our area. So if you have some information, you have family members, maybe that was in the Civil War, want to come share that information. Again, free program, come and enjoy that at the library. Just a couple of quick numbers for you. Last year, our library alone had 19,445 people.
Wow.
Okay, so we don't just sit there reading books all day. We had 31,409 items checked out.
Wow.
We had 122 programs, and we had 1,264 people attend those programs.
Wow.
So we did a really good job. We had a very busy year compared to The year before, we ran about the same. So numbers are not going down a lot. The only thing that's affected our numbers is the Dalton Township branch now. Haven't any of you been to that down on Giles Road? That's only been open for 3 years. That's drawn a few of our patrons that are at the edge of Dalton Township heading that way, to that area. But otherwise, other than that, our numbers are good. We're keeping it going. Our online numbers, people are going crazy for our ebooks, audiobooks, movies, all the things that we offer. So we appreciate that and keep us in the library. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, any other public comment?
Karen Fowler, 2769 Middle Lake Road. We will resume having Twin Lake Historical meetings next month, the third Wednesday of every month at the library, unless we may sometime meet at the museum. One of our latest additions to our museum is a chair used in the very beginning church in the late 1800s. So we're accumulating.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll begin opening, you know, we'll have a regular time to be open, but it's just not, I don't feel it's right for us to heat up for just a couple of hours. So we heat up that whole church, and the church has been so good to us and so cooperative. And one more thing, we have a pew in the museum that we have been given permission to get rid of. If any of you need a pew in your church, it's 17 feet long, and we do have a way to move it if you find a home for it.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, any other public comment? All right. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Noah. Do I have support?
Or
All right. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, we're adjourned.
Still not there.
No, still not record?
Nope.
What's the record?
17 minutes.
Oh, what? What was that?